What's going on, peeps? It's your dude Superb.
Oh, Tom.
Welcome to another episode of MC2MC. Got a special guest in the building today, man. I think this one's long overdue. We got Shea Budda Shad in the building, man.
What's going on, y'all? Peace to the God. You know what I'm saying? Shea Budda Shad. What's going on, everybody?
Man, hold on, bro. No, what's going on with you, man? How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well, man.
We got to make sure how you doing first, man.
I'm doing, today is my off day.
Okay.
It's a me day, right? It's me Mondays. So,
Me
this
Mondays.
is
I like that.
me
I like
doing,
that.
this is me doing
Me
things
Monday.
that I like. So,
Okay.
yes, it's a good day. It's a good day.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, how was Easter Sunday?
Easter Sunday was really cool. We got to chill. My daughter made a magic garden. It's basically sand with chia seeds, and she had like a unicorn and stuff. We put it together. What was crazy is, I've been putting it off doing it, so we finally got to it.
Yeah.
And we finally put it together. It took about 30, 45 minutes to put it together. And transported into a room, it like fell out of my hand.
Man.
So I had to she was outside playing when it happened. So I had to scoop everything back up, put it back together real quick, put it back together just like she did it, put it on the table and clean up everything. And I was like, well, I guess that's what I get for putting it off so long. I did it twice. So I was like,
Undetected, though.
Undetected. I was like,
That's good.
yeah. So she came in, she still loved it. So I'm like, all right, bet. That's
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished, man. Easter Sunday.
So yeah.
Then we got a bunch of rain.
Oh man, out of
Bunch of
nowhere.
rain.
I swear I didn't see it on the weather forecast
Me either.
for the rain.
Me neither.
And
Me
it just
neither.
hit.
Man, look.
Looks like it's getting ready to hit again.
Man, just about. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Saturday, it was like Easter weather. That's the weather
Yeah.
that you think that would happen on Easter, like breezy, sunshiny, enough for me to look good in my Easter clothes, right? But that was Saturday, and so everybody else got to go. My kids got to go to Easter egg hunts. My wife did this. I had to work though. So on Sunday, I'm looking forward for that Easter weather.
Yeah.
Shoot, got it rained out.
Not
But
there, man. I mean, hell, it was 70 degrees on Christmas.
Yeah.
The homie DTL grilled on Christmas. That was a first. Never had grill out on Christmas.
Grill on Christmas.
Yeah, bro. It was
Man,
crazy.
come on, that's a new Southern
That's a
holiday.
new-
ribs and
Ribs
presents.
on
Come on, ribs on Christmas. A new
Ribs and
Southern
presents,
holiday.
bro. I like
Ribs and
that, bro.
presents,
Coin
yeah.
that, bro.
That's
Ribs
nice.
and presents.
That's very nice.
Oh shit, this is fucking hilarious, dude. Ribs and presents, man. All right, bro. Let's get to this shit, dude. Shea Budda Shad, man. Long overdue. Hey, bro. Let the people know what you do, man. You're a man of many talents, man.
Yeah, I'm a man of many hats, as you can see. This
Yes.
is my favorite one. It's the Shea Budda Shad hat. What I do to put bacon on the table, I'm a barber, a tonsorial artist, a self-care devotee. You see what I'm saying? I take care of people. That's what I do. And so whether I do it with my hands and barbering tools or do it with a relationship or do it with some products, right? My main thing is I help you take care of yourself. So,
Okay.
So that's what I do mainly throughout the day. But as far as passions and talents and, poet, a griot, right? That's a new one, new hat I put on just recently.
Poetry?
Poetry, storytelling. About to get into some improv comedy coming up here.
I remember
You know what
talking to you
I'm
about
saying?
that.
So just branching out. Producer.
Yeah.
My children make beats.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so we gonna have a band.
Yeah.
Right? We plotting on this band.
Like a
to
family
get-
band.
Oh my God! It's called
Classic family band.
the original Dragon Style.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
They made that up. I was like,
I like that.
yo,
The original Dragon style, bro.
The odious.
Make sure they got the hats too, bro. They need hats.
Oh yeah,
They need the hats.
hats. Oh my God, bro, the merch is gonna be crazy because it's called Odious.
Odious.
ODS, original
Yes.
Dragon Style, the Odious. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yes.
I like that.
So it's like, yo, they
The
pride
original
in
Dragon
making
style.
beats, and it's crazy. So
Yeah.
That's awesome.
yes, sir.
So where where'd the musical ability come with the children? Because I know you say you do a little producer and stuff too. So is it
Yeah.
you or was it?
It was like me exposing them
Yeah.
to just different things, and then coming to find out that they was doing it themselves.
Yeah.
So with technology these days, like children have tablets and phones. They get into whatever apps
Yeah.
that they're interested in. YouTube is very influential, and so
True.
making beats. And what was the game called? It's some like children's rap battle game. I can't think of the name right now, but the characters battle back and forth. They're not really rapping. They're just going like it's like kind of like beatboxing battle. Right?
Okay, all right.
And you play it. It's got the arrows like Dance Dance Revolution. So
Yeah. Okay.
they was playing that, and that got them into beatboxing, which got them into making beats. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I've been making beats since 16 in FL Studio just to pass the time.
Shouts
You
out.
see what Shouts out to FL Studio.
Shouts out FL Studio.
Big fans over there.
I started out sampling because I heard you hear a song, you're like, ooh, what if I flipped it like this?
Yeah.
Right? Hard to find DJs or producers that did it, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try it myself. Been doing that since I was a teenager. So exposing them to my hobbies and things like, hey, you ever made a beat? Y'all want to make a beat right now? Let's try to make a beat. Sit down and make a beat. Y'all, you draw and paint and stuff.
Yeah.
Make some music.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so that kept going
Yeah.
until my son one day, we eating at Farm Burger, right?
Shouts out
Farmburg. Shouts out Farmburg out there, out west, and Black Wizzle, you know what I'm saying, works there. He pulled up, right?
Mozzie too.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mozzie and Black Wizzle. We saw him there, we
yeah.
dapped it up, and I was like, hey, my son, he be making beats. You should hear what he got. So my son plays with like 2 beats, and Wizzle go, oh, snap. Hey, keep working on that one. Send me that one.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you about to make some money, B. Like, you on right now. Like, I tell my son on show, and I was like, hey, for real, you on right now. You a producer right now.
Yeah.
I get
Setting
that beat
them up.
together, send him up, and you know what I'm saying, and let's make this money.
FL user too?
He's a FL user, but he's got some beat app on his phone.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These phones is amazing.
It's
right?
crazy.
And so
It's crazy.
that's like, when the light went off in my head.
Yeah.
That artist that I know from Nashville that's out here doing and listen to my son's,
Yeah.
rumblings and was like, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That
okay,
means he's destined for great things.
Come on,
for
keep it
great
going.
things,
Yeah,
man.
keep it going.
keep it going, keep it going.
I know we have a lot of there's been like a couple of I don't know, community meetings.
Yeah.
I like to call them. I know speaking about what it's like manhood and things like that.
Yeah.
So my question, your father, having kids, what was that shift for you? What changed?
What changed?
What changed for your thinking process and just how you want to go about life?
Having children. So when you watch your DNA walk around outside your body,
Yeah.
like this is literally my DNA walking around.
Yeah.
When it started doing messed up stuff, you like, oh no, I can't have this, B. Like I can't have little me walking around not being me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so that got me to think, okay, how do I take me as a personality, you know what I'm saying, and everything that I've built and who I said that I was and transfer it to them. But also I started looking at what I was about to transfer, and I was like,
Not all of it. Yeah,
not
some
all
of
of it. You know what I'm saying? Pump your brakes on some of it. So that process, that just idea of, okay, I got to give me to these little humans.
Yeah.
Right? Started everything as far as, like you said, the community meetings. We just did Man Know Thyself. It's a discussion, an inquiry, right? To distill all of the messaging about manhood into something that we can accept, right?
Okay.
When's the last time you sat down with some men and really put everything on the table and was like, hey, is this manly? Is this manhood? Is this what we going with?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We accepting this?
Yeah.
Right? So it's a discussion. It's a process, right? And so we had our second meeting Sunday, and it was just me and my son, and we worked out what boyhood means to a man. And one of the things that we found out in that discussion was the goals of boys are the foundation of men. because at the moment that you transition from a boy to a man, whatever you've picked up already, that's what you got to start with.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like, yo, if you was a boy that was on some ain't shit,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna be ain't shit as a man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like, it took that discussion and question and everything to distill down to that one gem.
So my question to that is, that is true. So your influences and things, obviously, your childhood and stuff, that plays a big part. That's how you shape out as an adult, whether we realize it or not. It's just on a subconscious level. So it's like having that understanding from boyhood going to manhood. What is the level of self-awareness that you could have to make those kind of changes?
Oh man, to achieve a level of self-awareness, right? To change from boy to man, right? You have to be observant of self, right? Which is something that kind of flies over your head if you don't sit and think about it.
Yeah.
Like, do you notice what you do? Do you notice what you say? Are you noticing your habits? You see what I'm saying? Like, could you tell me what you ate the last 7 days?
Yeah.
Well, if you can't rattle the shit off, do you know it? Do you know what you ate? Or you just eating how you,
Whatever,
you know,
yeah.
it's whatever. Like, are you noticing? Did you know what you said? Like, it's my wife. Shout out to my wife, Jasmine. I love you, baby. You know what I'm saying? You the one for me every day. All right? So she works with leadership, and she's learning. She's getting a doctorate in education, and she's working with leadership organizations. One of the things she's finding in leadership, especially in all these corporations, is that the management really don't know how they come off to people. You see what I'm saying? The management be dealing with the people that they manage, and they'll think all day that they're a good manager.
Yeah.
And all the people underneath them is like, yo, we hate this dude, bro. Like, he's terrible. He speaks to us terribly. He treats us terribly and all that shit. But if you go ask the manager, he's like, my team loves me.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, you
Experienced
don't
that
know
before.
yourself. Like, you don't know who you are. You're not cognizant and you're not aware. So that's the first thing is, yo, I'm become cognizant and aware of how I am to everybody else.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so it's a type of like you said, that perspective shift. Am I looking at me or am I looking at everybody else?
Yeah.
That stems from the inside, definitely. Damn. That would have been a nice little combo to be at. When the next one of those? Next.
It's
every Sunday or?
No, it's right now we doing a frequency of every 2 weeks, but I'm thinking I'm gonna move it to monthly, right? Take the conversation kind of offline a bit so that in your own man circles, you know what I'm saying, with your homies, your uncles, your cousins, your daddies and stuff, there's questions that'll come out, right? Okay, we're gonna press this. Yo, ask this in your circles, see what comes back. And what comes back is what you bring to the discussion. And so, you know, give a month some time to get some stuff back.
So they're like, women come to these meetings, or is it like just
no, all
men
right now.
Just all men.
All men. We gonna have that discussion. We will have that discussion with women because, in relation, when you think a man, it's definitely in relation to woman. Like, you can't ignore that part.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't be here without a woman.
Facts.
As far as I know. Okay? As far as
we know, right?
As far as we know, they all come out of wombs.
I was actually
that
didn't happen for me. I was actually born out of a test tube.
You popped out the glass?
Yes.
I see you out here.
I was the first, and just a different upbringing, and just finding a way to. No, just connect with my community, man. From my perspective.
I see what you should say.
Perspective glass.
Yeah, perspective from the glass.
Oh man. What's a random question? Fade etiquette.
Fade etiquette.
What classifies the perfect fade?
All right, man. Look, fade etiquette. This is. It's expansive, right? Because the fade has transitioned over time. I'm still researching to find out who was the first one with the fade.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking, yo, that had to be crazy. Dude. Like 15, 20. You know what I'm saying? In England, motherfuckers stroll across the yard with the fade on the side. They like,
oh shit.
What is that? What is that?
It's two-tone, but it ain't two-tone. Like, yo,
first
folks,
fade.
it had to shake up the world. Like, it had to shake up the world to think that somebody... Because they probably had combs and scissors then, so it was just like, oh shit.
That's crazy, dude.
But anyway,
the first fade.
The first fade, I'm trying to figure out, but good fade etiquette, okay, right? first you want to know how to order, right? You want to know what to tell the barber, right, in order to get what you want. Because different people like different styles, okay? The main two styles is the taper, okay, and then the fade, okay? These things technically mean the same thing, okay? But to a barber, it's about placement. When you say taper, that means you want the blend to be at your ear temples and in the back, okay? When you say fade, you want that all around. You want the blend to go around the head. You see what I'm saying? So, those are the main two styles.
Yeah.
Okay, so you gonna need to know, okay, am I gonna get a taper or am I gonna get a fade?
Yeah.
Right? The next thing you need to know is how low you want your fade. Right? So fade is nothing but a blend. It's a graduation. Right? So you go from the bottom to the top. You want to know how low we going. We getting funky down deep with it, or we keeping it nice and easy. Do I want a skin tight fade, which is bald fade?
No.
Do I want it to my skin, or do I want a shadow, which is light? You see what I'm saying? Or you could say I want a 1, 2, or 3. You see what I'm saying? That's a fade.
Yeah.
That's a graduation. It
Usually
at
a
1.
2 is what I'm going for. If I wasn't growing the hair out, usually like a 2.
Like a 2?
A 2 with the fade.
You know what I'm saying?
2.
So, you got to start at the bottom. You want to tell the bottom first, right? Skin tight, shadow, which is light, 1, 2, 3, whatever. Then you want to tell the top. I want a 4 on top. I want a 6 on top. You know what I'm saying? I want a 1.5.
It gets complex.
It gets very complex. And one of the most complex orders, okay, is wavelength. Okay? The reason why it's complex is everybody's hair curls to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Okay? You can go from 0.01 to the curl, that's the straightest hair. Or you can go, you know what I'm saying, 200,000 on a curl, and that's that super duper tight curl.
Yeah.
Right? So wavelength is the length of hair that your hair has to grow out your scalp to start curling. So your hair start growing up, and then right when it start curling, that's wavelength. You see what I'm saying? Because waves, it's just curls laid down side by side and stretched out. So if you say wavelength, your barber, if your barber cold enough, will be able to tell, okay, the hair grows this long, and right at this point is the curl. I need to cut it down to that.
So are you keeping like like the 4C and A and all? Are you keeping that in your head when you're really doing it, or not really?
I am, but I'm not labeling it like that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like there's like coarse hair and fine hair, right? And that's usually what you determine what determines like the 4C. And all that is, the 4C and 3C and all that is the tightness of the curl. You see what I'm saying? And so like I would say your hair curls about 30%. You see what I'm saying? You at like a 70%, right? And then there's also thickness of hair, and it's very complicated. You see what I'm saying? That's why we go to school for like a year and some change.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
To make sure we do a good job.
what were you gonna say?
Are those first haircuts super nerve-wracking?
Oh man, for the children?
Anyone?
Oh yeah. So like the children is a different story, right? Some of them are completely chilled. They don't care.
Yeah.
Right? You put the clipper on their head and they're like, okay, that's just like a comb or something. Like, whatever. I'm in my games. It's some children that hear the sound.
Yeah.
And be like, nope.
Nope, I'm out.
I'm out. You heard that? You heard that? You said,
yeah.
Put that on me. Nah.
Yeah.
Some kids at the
full.
I always fell asleep.
Oh man.
I was so easy.
Best one.
I was so easy.
So super easy, man. The people who can fall asleep sitting up are the greatest people. Like that's what I go for every single time.
Every time.
If I put you to sleep with my services, I did a good job.
Yeah.
I knew one of my teachers
man.
in barber school, she cut hair in like the 60s and stuff. She used to cut hair in Milwaukee, and she cut hair for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh,
and
wow.
she built in a nap in her service. Like she built in an extra 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? After she did her services, she laid you down, put the hot towel on your face and all that. You end up being asleep.
Yeah.
So then she go 10 minutes and go get a drink or, clean some stuff up. You lay in there asleep for 10 minutes. she wake you up and you like, oh, that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, wonderful.
Nice cut,
Tip,
and you come,
yeah.
you wake up feeling refreshed, man. That's nice, man.
It's great.
It's
Yeah.
great. I was like, oh, you a genius. You cold with it, boy.
Yeah.
So wait, is she still doing that? She still come for the Bucks?
No. She ain't still cutting for the Bucks.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? She teach now.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? She teaches, but she still has the ability. Like,
Yeah.
she still got the hands.
Yeah.
One
She
time,
still got two hands,
one time
bro.
she washed
Still
my
got it.
head, boy. I was like, hey, man, hey, Miss Lady, the way you touch me, don't be touching me like that. Unless you go call me later on.
It was like, relax now. Hold up now.
It was too nice. Too nice.
You didn't pay for this service. This is too good of a service, man.
Exactly.
None more, none less. Oh, so you moved into the SBS Wave. That's what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
So from, no, I need to piece it back a little bit. We talk fade etiquette. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So from fade etiquette,
Right.
to the barbershop.
To the barbershop.
How did the barbershop start?
How did the barbershop start?
No.
My brother, shout out to Mr. Urban Class himself, Mr. Rudo Bay, my brother, Robert Roberts. He is the owner and purveyor of Urban Class Barbershop, Urban Class brand. From his mind and his heart and what he gave to the people, created the barbershop. You see what I'm saying? So he's been there for about 13 years. One of the oldest businesses on Jefferson Street in the Odie Plaza. You see what I'm saying? And a staple in the community. He really built something organic. It's like it's a real culture. If you ever get a chance, Superb knows he's been there.
I've been there a couple times.
It's a vibe. It's a
It
culture. You see what I'm saying?
Which I got more questions.
Yeah, I think we're the only barbershop that I know of that has a library.
Ooh, that's hard.
Yeah, like,
Facts.
and it's got some mean pieces on the shelves. Like, it's got some joints on the shelves that's like, yo, we got Uniform Commercial Code and Black's Law Dictionary on the shelf.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so we be studying.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just a different vibe and everything. So he created it. I found out that one of the reasons he created a barbershop was to have like a family barbershop. All our brothers cut in the shop. At the time, I was working for corporate America, doing my doo-doo for corporate America, getting magic and wiggly with them. I was like, I'm like, wow, I have talents, but my talents are going to someone else's grandchildren.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, okay, think about it,
Exactly.
Shad. Like, you working really, really hard, creating new stuff, innovating.
Yeah.
You killing it out here for someone else.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And your brother, on the other hand, is building the ship.
Yeah.
It ain't as big as they ship, but he building his ship. Are you willing to jump out the window and help your brother build a family ship? And I was like, yes, I am.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
And so I jumped out there in the middle of like corporate America, right before the pandemic. I went to barber school.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I went to barber school through the pandemic. So it was like right before that junk hit, I decided, I was like, I'm quitting corporate America. I'm going to barber school.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, bet. Finally, you're doing something with yourself. I knew you was going to be a barber. I've been waiting on you to be a barber this whole time. Like, she was hyped.
So beforehand, before the school, you was still giving out the fades. You was still giving cuts.
I cut only me. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I've known how to cut hair since 16. My daddy cut my hair. My brother cut my hair. I realized in school that I never really went to a barbershop.
Yeah.
Like, I lived in Memphis for 4 years. You see him in school, you know what I'm saying, during college. Never went to one barbershop in Memphis because I cut my own hair. Right? It's like if you work on your own car.
Yeah.
You realize how you never been to a mechanic.
Yeah.
Right? So, I cut my own hair. Maybe I edged up my homie. Maybe I gave my all over even. But it was just me until my brother said, he gave me that inspirational piece.
To really go ahead and
Go
get
ahead and
into
do
that.
it. Go ahead and do it. And, it's been beautiful ever since. Like, I didn't know the level of skill and passion I had for the craft. Right? You don't know how you feel about something until you get in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get in it, it changes you, it transforms you. You become the you that you were supposed to be to conquer the thing that you didn't think you would conquer. Like, jump out the window. I say it all the time. You don't know that you can fly till you jump out the window.
Yeah.
And start flying. You like, oh, snap, I'm flying.
I'm flying.
Facts. You got to take that risk. So did that feel, was it like an uncomfortable change for you at that time? Or was it like, or it just felt natural? It felt right. Like that was supposed to be the path you was on.
It felt right and it was uncomfortable. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know what that, yeah.
Man, it's like
Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable.
it says you have to be uncomfortable. Like it's kind of like childbirth, and I wouldn't know this if I wasn't at my daughter's birth.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about
You
to
see what
say,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
I don't know.
Like it's only natural, but it hurts like a motherfucker. Like
Yeah.
it's terrible. It is not easy,
Yeah.
but you have to do it.
Yeah.
And when you do it, look how beautiful everything turned out being.
Yeah.
You know, even though you went through the fire.
Yeah.
So it was literally my fire. I had been denying myself a lot of things. Like I worked in corporate America.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I had talents and I had things that was beautiful about me, but I'm thinking, okay, I need to do it like this in order to get this.
You're doing it for someone else.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I went with the prescribed way of living.
Yeah.
Right? I'm listening to everybody else, right? And so it was like, okay, Rashad, this ain't who you are. You live by faith. You live from heart. You see what I'm saying? That's how you was raised.
Yeah.
Right? You have a connection to a higher power, but you deny your connection. You see what I'm saying? Like you living very low.
No.
You
Low.
can live
Yeah.
very high if you
Very
want
low
to.
vibrational.
Very
state.
low vibrational. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And fear, anxiety, like very low vibrational living. I could live high if I wanted to. You see what I'm saying? And what was crazy is I knew that it was possible.
Yeah.
I tapped into it when I'm a couple years ago before I went to school.
Yeah.
I meditated for a month straight and fasted for a month straight and pulled off a move I moved my family from Bowling Green to Memphis start out with no money, no job, nothing. Like nothing. Moved my family, manifested it, right? So I know it's possible, but I'm still living low vibrationally.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, you gotta jump out this window, bro.
Yeah.
It felt like the universe conspired against me to push me out the window.
Sometimes it be like
It
that,
be
man.
like that,
yeah.
man.
Everything
Definitely.
crumbled, like fell apart, you know what I'm saying? You lose shit, things like that, right? And you think like, oh man, this is the end.
Yeah.
But everything is cyclical. At the end is the beginning.
Yep.
So if you notice that it's the end, get hype.
Yeah.
Here it come. And that's what happened.
Facts.
Facts.
Facts, man.
That's beautiful.
No, it is. Yeah, I already know. I already know where you're coming from with that. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. So barbershop now. I didn't know that everybody that worked there, that's like family in some sort.
Yeah, so like my brother
I didn't know that.
is the owner. That's my oldest brother.
Yeah.
There's another barber. Shout out to Mr. Exclusive, Mr. Tedrick Smith.
Mhm.
He's at there working, and we play Little League Baseball together. Like my older brother Roderick
Wow.
was on his team.
Yeah.
His little brother was on my team. You know what I'm saying? We was real close. His daddy coached Little League Baseball. My daddy coached Little League Baseball. You see what I'm saying? Real close like that. Miss Tanya Gooch knows like one half of my whole family. Shout out to Tanya. We love you, Tanya. She just beat cancer. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
wow.
Shout
Man,
out to
shouts
Tanya,
out,
girl.
man.
We
Shout
love
out,
you.
Tanya.
Shout out to Tanya, man.
Yeah.
Shouts out.
Like I watched that journey happen in real time. It's amazing. And Mr. Johnny Eternal, Johnny Millen is a barber. Yo, like you got to meet Johnny. Freshest man I've ever met in person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One of the freshest men in person.
Like
Wearing
Dapper Dan fresh?
like Dapper Dan fresh. Like he
Oh,
he
man.
got like Gucci and like Louis
Oh,
and like
okay, all right,
Rude
bro.
and
Yeah.
he got shit like you don't even know. Like man, his style is immaculate. Yo, he was wearing like ascots and silks in like
Yeah.
2004. Like
Yeah.
it was nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like one time he
Okay.
showed me. I forgot what celebrity it was, but it was celebrity. Had a little shirt, like Gucci silk shirt on,
Yeah.
right? And they was stunned. It was like, oh, this is amazing. And Johnny was like, man, pull some pictures out. He's like, look, 2006. I was wearing that shirt in 2006. I was like, yo, stop it.
Get out of here.
No.
Hey man, he probably got one of them Parisian night suits, bro. That's a little geeks and freaks
Freaks and geeks,
reference.
yeah.
Yeah. Bro, this is Johnny's style. You see what I'm saying? And just the way he see things is amazing. So the lineup in there is beautiful. And we got the newest member. Shout out to Tim. You know what I'm saying? My brother Tim coming through. He just graduated like last year. And he had a whole journey of going through his school and everything too. So it's an amazing crew in the barbershop that add to that culture that we was talking about.
Yeah, man, it's like a nice welcome vibe anytime I've been in, man. It feels nice and chill. There are there's a lot of questions. Moving in. There was when I got the last cut, there was a conversation we were having about basically more ways to bring spotlight to different businesses and things in the community. But before I go into that, I feel like leading into that, SBS Wave,
Shout out
since
to
it's a
SBS
product
Wave.
in the community.
Yep.
I think I remember around the time when you were making SBS Wave.
Yeah.
I think I remember at the time.
Back in
This
the
was
time
like,
I
when you was
formulated
formulating
and
it.
putting it together. Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
how did SBS Wave come together? Was your brother involved, or was this just like
Nah, this one was organic, right?
Yeah.
This one was like purely I need this. So I'm a barber
Mhm.
and I'm cutting hair and everything. And if you're a barber, you use a lot of products. You see what I'm saying? A lot of ointments and greases and creams and gels and sprays and it's a lot of products, right?
Yeah.
And so investigating what products I need to do the craft that I'm doing, I'm like, I need a one that's versatile. I need a base.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If I can't, I was thinking about it, Rashad, what product could you use, right? If you had to do just the basic, right? All you had was a clipper, a comb, right? And what two products? And it'll be alcohol, okay, and SBS Wave. I could do everything with that. I could do full service. You see what I'm saying? A shave, anybody's hair, your hair, his hair. I can do everybody with just alcohol and SBS Wave. I wanted a base level. And the reason why I wanted a base level is I learned in school that your hair and skin is moisturized by oil called sebum. Okay? Sebum, your body produces sebum. Everybody's body produces sebum. Okay? And this is the oil that moisturizes your hair and skin. And so I'm like, okay, if there's just one oil that does the moisturization for hair and skin on the entire body, could I make something like it? I know if I have that, I'm cold. I can do a whole body. And so that's where SBS Wave came from. It was me trying to mimic sebum, find something that was organic for me to use and that I could say, in a product, this is me, this is who I am. This is what I'm offering to the people. You see what I'm saying? The versatility, and it's a lot to it. But
Man, I think that's genius. Cause like, I don't know, I haven't met too many barbers that had their own products. Clippers. Thought about making clippers.
I eventually will get into it. You see what I'm saying?
Is there all right, I know we talk fade etiquette.
Yeah.
Clipper etiquette? Is there like a certain kind of clipper? What is a barber looking for in a clipper?
I would say clipper etiquette.
I'm curious.
A barber wants something professional. Okay, there's clippers for home and clippers for professional. I have to cut 10, 12, you know what I'm saying, sometimes 18 heads a day.
Wow.
Right? Home clippers only cut you.
Yeah.
Maybe every other week, maybe once a month.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if I use a home clipper professionally, it's going to do a terrible job after 1 week.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's just not, it can't keep up with the wear and tear. So the same thing as, professional. I'm pretty sure professional baseball gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like an MLB's, you know what I'm saying, baseball player's baseball glove is not something that you're going to buy at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's not happening, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same. That's the difference in equipment is there's a for home trimmers, clippers, and things, and then there's professional ones. And so, we can get wiggly inside the professional arena. But that's the main thing that a barber's looking for is, hey, I want the professional quality.
Yeah.
Cause I got like some walls, like home clippers and shit you grab from like Walmart and stuff. But I know that's not gonna be something you would use at a real deal barbershop.
Yeah, and you can always tell the difference too in sound specifically with like barber shop clippers because they're always like you can just tell this it's higher
loud,
quality.
Heavy, heavy.
It's
heavy
like
buzz.
They're cutting on that motherfucking super powered engine. You know what I'm saying? Some of them sound like some of them do sound like lawnmowers, bro. You have clippers sometimes, you click them things, people jump and be like, God dang, man, you sure you want to put that on somebody's head?
Yeah.
Turn on a chainsaw.
The sound of clippers is refreshing to me.
Oh, I love it.
Actually.
Yeah.
It's very soothing. It's kind of like a
White
meditative
noise.
state.
White noise.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, that's the thing. Like, I'm a self-care devotee. Okay? I learn about self, every level of self in order to take care of it. Right? ASMR right, is a part of that therapy, that sound therapy that you need. And what it does is it puts your brain in delta state. Your active conscious attention is always out there trying to interact with everything and catch it. You see what I'm saying? And learn it and understand it, and you know, so your attention is always like this, right?
Level,
So that key in the back satiates that need, right? Like your attention is, there's a part of your attention that's always listening to this constant sound.
Yeah.
Right? Which allows the rest of you to relax a little bit. Okay, I can relax a little bit because my attention is being caught by the sound. Same thing happens when you drive, right? Driving long distances, I've had some of the best meditations, got the best ideas driving because the road noise on the outside and the repetitive, even the lines in the road, the repetitive lines in the road makes your attention, you see what I'm saying, calm down because of the repetition. It's paying attention to that. So you're like, you yourself is an amazing, amazing creation. You see what I'm saying? And the more I learn about it, the more I take care of self, the better we can do it. So you are totally correct about that sound in the back of your ear, putting you to rest.
Okay. Yep. A lot of facts with everything. I like it. I love it. A lot of fucking facts. So I don't know if how are we secretive of what's in the
No.
SBS,
It's very, very simple. Like yo, the thing is I give you the information because I know how I put it together. I know the steps and procedures and things that make this, right? So if I tell you the ingredients, cool. You can go ahead and try to make a cake, but your cake ain't gonna taste like my cake. And it gonna taste like mine. It's the way I do it. You have to sit there and watch me. I have to sit and explain to you. You know what I'm saying? You have to go through the process and journey with me to recreate this. So it's shea butter, coconut oil, peppermint oil, tea tree oil, and a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, trace fragrances to kind of round everything out.
No, this is interesting. When I was I was a vegan for almost a year, like 7 months. And during the course of time, I was actually kind of experimenting with making like lotions and stuff like that. So the whole like shea butter, I would use some shea butter. I would use like some beeswax. I'll put that in. I'll put like a little like lavender essential oil. And I know with like lotions and like the hair care, it's kind of like the custom experience, you know. It's whatever like smells and things that you want in there. And like essential oils and stuff, obviously. Good and healthy. Coconut, definitely vitamin E, good for the skin, good for the hair. So now these ingredients, you know, that you had researched, what kind of made you come down to these particular ones? Because I know there's a lot of options that it could have been with what you go for when you choose this.
I settled on coconut, right? Coconut oil. It takes me back to my childhood. My dad always used to use that softy coconut oil in our hair, and he took care of our hair. And he taught me how to take care of my hair, how to grease your hair, you know, part it, put the oil on the scalp, keep it washed, you know what I'm saying, nourish. He, like my daddy, installed these things into me. And so, like that I already knew coconut oil was good for the hair.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Good for the hair, good for the skin, right? And so I was like, all right, cool, that's a good base I can start at. Right? I can add pretty much anything to that, and we still good.
Yeah.
Same thing with shea butter. You see what I'm saying? If you ever been to the African Street Festival at Hadley Park, it come in the fall, definitely go. All right. My experience with shea butter is cemented there because, like, at the African Street Festival, they be having big old bowls, mountains of shea butter. I'm talking about a bowl this big, mountain of shea butter, and a bowl this high.
Really?
That's how they give it to you. You want some shea butter? Homie, cut it off with a spatula, bloop, put it in a thing. Put the top on it, there you go.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so I researched shea butter, and the shea tree is interesting. It only grows in as far as I know, grows in equatorial Africa. And it takes about like 40-something years to produce nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, like the shea nut trees that are growing are like ancestral generational trees that was passed down to these tribes.
Wow.
Like, yo, these my family's trees, and that's how we make a living. We've been producing off of these trees for generations.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? When you think of shea butter, how much shea butter is in the world, and comes out, and you like, yo,
it's a lot.
It's a lot from these trees. And all, you know, the process of taking the shea nuts, roasting and shea
You gotta
butter.
roast them. Yeah, I saw a documentary on it.
Yo,
it's crazy.
It's a crazy experience.
I've seen people actually. I know people don't do it a lot, but I've seen videos of people cooking with shea butter.
Oh, you can cook with shea
seen
butter.
people
Like you can
cooking with it,
cook shea butter. You can eat shea butter. You can put it on your skin.
Yeah.
Good for your lips. Good for your hair. Good for this. I'm like, bro, what is this oil?
Yeah.
Like, what are we really looking at here that can do all of these things? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, like I want to break it down to the most common level. If I was out there in the wilderness, you see what I'm saying? I need something to keep my skin together.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking some shea butter
Shea
with
butter.
me.
Yeah.
I can cook with it too. Like
That's it,
literally
bro.
cook with
Everything,
it,
man.
filter it back out, and be like, okay, this go on my lips. It might smell like a little fish or whatever, but you know,
Hey.
this cooking oil go right on my lips. My lips get chapped. I'm good.
Hey man, in the wilderness, it's all about efficiency, man.
Efficiency,
Efficiency,
you know what I'm
man. So I'm proud, man, that you
saying? Thank you, bro.
got a good product, man. That's really rad, man.
Thank you, bro.
Inspirational. What else? What else are you? You got like a black soap or something coming soon or something like? What you got
okay.
coming out, man? What
I
else
got
with the SBS Wave, man?
Shave gel. Okay.
Shea gel, okay.
And this shave gel is antiseptic, antimicrobial. Okay, it's super moisturizing. There's like 3 levels of moisturizing. There's honey in it. Okay, so one of the reasons, like, there's some things in it. One of the reasons I put honey in it is honey heals the skin.
Yeah.
So you think about shave gel. I got a razor on your skin. Okay, I'm gonna cut your skin. That's given. The razor's so sharp that even the top layers of skin is gonna get cut. Stuff that you ain't even gonna feel, because I ain't cut you down to the nerves yet.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But if I got honey already on your skin, it's like a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
It's like a liquid Band-Aid already sitting on your skin, ready for them cuts. You see what I'm saying? So a shave gel, you think about you at the house, you got a big razor.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't know the patterns of growth on your face. You just
Yeah.
It's nice to think, hey, I got some goop. I can smooth on my face, and it's gonna heal my face. It's gonna moisturize my face. It's gonna make me smell good. You see what I'm saying? And keep me protected from the elements. Right. So that's the next thing that I'm working on. Right now is a shave gel.
Shave gel,
Right.
Okay.
Genius. I love it, man.
And honey's
Love
another
it.
one of those
Yeah.
things where it's like it can be used for
so many
everything.
things.
For anything. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? For
Efficiency for sure.
Self-sustainable projects, man.
No, like eventually, like when I be an old man, my job, like what I want to do is I want to go around to neighborhoods that are, economically challenged, and show them how you can create self-care products from the land to provide, you know what I'm saying, income for yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So all really self-care products should come from the land.
Yes.
Right. You were made of dirt. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got this type of belief system or you with the science or whatever thing, like the minerals and things that's in your body is the same thing that's on the land.
Yeah.
Right. So why not go back to the plants and things and,
get what you need,
to get what you need. Put on land. And with the customization of it, like you said, you was customizing your stuff.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of lavender oil in it, put a little beeswax. Man, I got something special and customized to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? My self-care products and things that I put on me is specifically designed for me. It's self-care. It's me on me, right? Come on. It only makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It only makes sense that you have a special scent that you only smell like. So
Yeah.
when you walk in a room, folks be like, oh, that's... I already know. I ain't even look. That's so-and-so. I ain't even look. So-and-so.
SBS, man. Shea Budda
Yeah.
Shad, man.
You feel me?
I had to let them know, man. It's butter.
It's
Not
butter.
butter.
Not butter. Butter.
Butter.
Budda, the Buddha, the Shea Budda. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a
Facts.
self-care devotee. This ain't just skin, it ain't just
Yeah.
skin deep. It's deeper than that,
Yes.
Deeper than that.
Now leaning into what I want to talk about now. We talked about the products. So we were having the conversation where we were talking about different local businesses and things like that and how to bring a spotlight to kind of what's going on here in the community.
Yes.
So here, like the podcast, this is
Right.
kind of how I view it, or like music videos and stuff, of putting a spotlight on what's going on in the best way that we can, know?
Right.
And
Facts.
We're still growing on our platform and stuff like that too, but very important to showcase what's going on here. So I know when I was talking to you about that, you're saying you're trying to kind of get maybe like some kind of meetings together, things like that,
Yeah,
to see
yeah,
what
yeah.
to kind of make a change. So what's your view on that?
My view on it is community.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we need community. We need the sharing of ideas, the living together with each other, the sharing of energies and things like that. Right? We need a space where folks who are creative come together and figure out how do I help the next person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Nashville is a unique place. Okay, there's so much creativity in so many different areas.
Yeah.
Right, that's the thing that trips me out about Nashville is how many different types of creative people that I run into. I run into comedians, poets, visual artists, sound artists, culinary, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I met the vegan chefs that come out of Nashville. There's so many pop-up vegan chefs, bro. I had some vegan nachos at this party Saturday that was crazy. It was off the charts. I'm looking at this woman like, you just started in the kitchen? you literally whipping out the kitchen with this?
It's crazy.
It's crazy. So it's like, okay, if you have all these different parts, right? What makes the parts come together and work well together? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all got a podcast, right? Y'all got a platform for somebody to come up there and tell their story.
Yeah.
Get their vision out to the people, right? We should run everybody through here. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in Nashville, hey, if you ain't got, you ain't got the podcast on your belt, you need to go get it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah.
So that everybody knows, all the community knows, hey, if I want to learn what's new and hot in Nashville, all I got to do is check into this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't no thing to have a network of podcasts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got 30 podcasts.
Yeah.
If you are artist, right, we'll run you through this month-long podcasting schedule.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You're going to be able to be in front of this many eyes because this many podcasts got this many collective viewers.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And if we run you through this gauntlet of podcast interviews, by the time you reach the other side, oh, you're going to be on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be on.
Yeah.
So now we at podcasts linking together to figure out, okay, how do we build that schedule out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how do I say, okay, I'm in the line and based on the coalition of Nashville Pocket, whatever you want to call it, based on that community that we come together, this is the lineup that came out of that. You see what I'm saying? And so we can put everybody on. The goal is to use your own resources to put yourself on. You see what I'm saying? Every stage in Nashville, small or big, should be running all these artists through it just to get, you know what I'm saying, practice.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I need the reps. I need to shoot in the gym.
Yeah.
How many
Definitely
times
should
did I
be-
sing my song on the stage?
Yeah.
Whether it's at
Yeah.
the chicken spot or the, you know what I'm saying, at the tire shop. It's Nashville, Tennessee. Everybody got a stage. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got a stage. Everybody want to host a rap or a poetry or something. So, okay, let's get all the stages together. All right, we're going to run these artists through these stages. You see what I'm saying? So now the stages got a constant flow of artists. The podcast got a constant flow of artists. You see what I'm saying? And the people, all they got to know is if I go tap into this community, I'm going to be blessed with what comes out of this. The creativity, all of Nashville and what is great shows it. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
The
It used to
idea.
be like a streamline, just a circuit. I feel like, there's, because there's, the way I look at, there's different tiers of the creativity. Like you're saying, there's people who are trying to learn or get better with their creativity. Then there's people who have kind of figured it out, but now they're looking for that next stage. And, I know there's certain artists, I won't name drop, but like, who are kind of doing the thing, whether they have their publishing agreements or whatever it is, and figuring out how to collectively, get back and tap back into what's going on to the community so we can keep that streamline going. So hopefully these younger artists or people coming up, they can get to those same opportunities and get them themselves, and I don't know, from what I see, I know we talk about this a few times on here, but like just the clickiness with, certain factions and things out here, where
It's crazy.
we were just talking about it on the Bummer World episode, but the clicks where it's people, they'll know, each other.
Yeah.
But it's not like we're necessarily coming together either. It's kind of more so like, oh, yo, like, oh, yeah, we're doing our thing here. We see y'all doing y'all thing there. But that's kind of like the extent of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not increasing past that.
Yeah.
So it's like finding more events and like community gatherings and things. And I think that's why it's important also having discussions about like manhood and like how to grow just from that aspect of things. Or, you know, like I say here with the podcast, creatively and things, just more of these opportunities and platforms, man, to get more of that going, man. So I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's not, you know, where Nashville is at this point. Like I say, when I was younger living here and stuff, like the creative scene is so different now compared to what it was like in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like it's drastically different.
Drastically.
So it's like, I don't feel like we're too far off.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I think right now, I feel like, especially during this decade,
Yeah.
I feel like the 2020s especially,
Yeah.
I feel like by the time we are at the end of it, we will see even better changes. And I feel we're right at the beginning of this, and I call it creative renaissance going on in Nashville. Like I always say, man, the creative renaissance. I feel like there's going to be a lot of stars and legends and things that come out of
Indeed.
this next gap of time going on here in the city, man. And it's exciting to see. So
yeah, I fully believe in the creative renaissance of Nashville. Growing up, living in Nashville, one of the reasons I left and went to Memphis for school was Nashville was lame to me. It just wasn't enough coming out.
Yeah.
But I want to bounce something off of that.
Yeah.
So like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you left.
Yeah, I left.
So like, okay. So I tell people, so I was here till about 5th grade.
Yeah.
And I live right off of Trinity Lane. I live right by Haynes Middle.
Yeah.
But I went to school in Jolton.
Okay.
So for me, when I left and went to Dallas, I always tell people like, yo, it's a blessing that I left and I came back, because I didn't just grow up here my whole life. And like I've had this conversation with people. Sometimes when you grow up somewhere your whole life, you can get used to it, and you might not see the opportunities and things and where you've been because it's just so repetitive.
Facts.
You've lived it every day.
Facts.
But I feel like, and I feel like what I'm getting at, I feel like in your experience when you went to Memphis, I feel like maybe that was a blessing too when you came back and you're like, oh, you see the city now in a little different light because you had that time away to come back to the city.
Yeah, I got two things on that, right? First thing is I was able to fully see the signature sound or the signature aesthetic of Nashville. Okay, what Nashville is known for specifically, right? Not like, okay, first it was just living in Nashville was just country music. So I'm like, everybody do country music. Texas do country music. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma do country music. Everybody do country music.
Yeah.
But what is Nashville? I went to Memphis. I saw exactly what Memphis was. I didn't grow up in Memphis. So when I went to Memphis, I could see it clearly. Oh, this is Memphis.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire. That's cold. That's Memphis. So that time away, I came back to Nashville and I was like, oh, that's Nashville. I get it now. Oh, snap. Oh, I got to see it. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's when like Nashville Hot Chicken started blowing up. You see what I'm saying? These signature things about Nashville started blowing up. So you get to see like the specific character and culture of the city. And the second thing is, another one of my homies did the same thing, right? Shout out to brother Clarence Edwards.
Bro, I was just about to say Clarence left.
Clarence left.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same
I met Clarence in Memphis in school, right? We went to University of Memphis together. So Clarence left, right? Does his art thing, comes back to Nashville and says, oh, I see a gym.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And decides to buy the back of the Tennessee Quick Cash on Madison, right? Buys the back of it out, starts an art gallery back there.
Yeah.
Shout out Clarence, man.
Shout out Clarence.
If y'all ain't
Shout
watched
out
that episode,
Clarence.
watch that episode.
Bro,
it's a
the Seed Gallery is amazing, dog. It's a back door. This man took a back door and made it like a gym in the city.
It's amazing.
Now he owns the whole building and he got another spot,
another
you know what I'm
spot.
saying, outside.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, the man did the same thing,
Yeah.
right? So there's gyms here, right? Can you see them? And one thing that we really need is the ones that are doing it, like you said, the people that are out here that they're creative, they broke through that ceiling, you know what I'm saying? They're doing it, they're making the money, they have the exposure. Come back and see the good in your own place. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to the brothers at Slim and Huskies.
True.
You see what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Creating the Unplugged series,
doing it,
right?
man.
I done seen so many Nashville artists on the Unplugged stage, and I'm like,
Yeah.
look at how, you know what I'm saying, some brothers that was born and raised in Nashville come to show love to Nashville
Yeah.
by creating this platform.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's one platform that you can run through, right?
Yep.
So if we have the Slim and Huskies in the coalition, right, one of the tiers that you get up to, you just start low.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm learning out. I'm doing these bars, but eventually I'm gonna level up, and I'm gonna do a Slim and Husky show.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If I'm a rapper, if I'm a teenager, and I'm a rapper,
Yeah.
bruh, yes.
Yeah.
One of my goals is to perform at NAMM or the Ryman Auditorium. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, to do the tailgate at the Titans game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a goal of mine, right?
Yeah.
And so as the community is built, you say, okay, there's these different tiers. Let's get the community together. Let's build these different tiers, these different circles, and you matriculate through the circles. You see what I'm saying? But the problem is it's hard to do that if you perceive lack. If you don't think that there's enough to eat. That's what happens when people start clicking up.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't think there's enough to eat. So you start hoarding the little piece that you got.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You ain't opening up the little piece you got to a lot of people. You only like, it's for me and my homies. You know what I'm saying? I got a podcast, right?
Yeah.
But I'm only going to put my homies on here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to reach out and get everybody that I can possibly get. Or when somebody else reaches out to me, I'm like, nah. Or I charge them ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah.
Charge them money that I wouldn't charge my homies.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's that lack, that idea that there's not enough to eat. You see what I'm saying? That's so foolish when we know the money coming into Nashville.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah,
see it
buku.
every day.
So
bro.
much.
It's
Buku.
so much coming to Nashville, and that's what these people want. They want to come to Nashville to see the creativity.
Yeah.
That's what they're coming here for. So it's like, okay, how do we create more opportunities for them to see the creativity? That's how we make more money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? 1,000 stages. You feel what I'm saying? I would like for Nashville to be populated with so much opportunity for a creative person to get bread, to get paid and showcase their stuff, that it's impossible to see it all
Yeah.
in a weekend, in a day. Like, I want folks to come into town and be like, yo, you really got to spend like 2-3 weeks in Nashville to see it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To eat it all.
Yep.
Bro, there's so many art crawls
Yeah.
around these many corners. There's so many restaurants I got to eat. You know what I'm
True.
saying? Like, yo, I can't. My
Yeah.
nigga, like, bruh, you gotta go. You need a week
beautiful
for
time,
each
man.
genre.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I need a week.
I feel
for
like it's
hip-hop.
getting to that
Yeah.
place. I feel
It's-
like it's getting to that place.
There's certain things that still need to happen, but I mean, it's definitely getting there. There's a lot of nonprofits. Shouts out to Music Health Alliance.
Shouts out to Music Health Alliance.
They actually helped me out.
Okay.
I got some dental work and they covered it.
Shout
know,
out
just
to
for being
Music
a
Health
creative,
Alliance.
you
Yes,
know,
sir.
just as a creative. And I'm like, man, I didn't even know that shit existed out here.
Facts.
To one of my homegirls was like, oh no, you should like go through Music Health Alliance. Like they help creators, blah blah blah, to get the grants. I'm like, oh wow, like that's something that's out in the community.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure there's plenty other things like that I don't know of that I need to do some research about. But it's like it's cool to have some of these early foundations and things here in the city that open up those possible opportunities for more of it to come in the future. And definitely, I'm seeing a lot of, I'm hearing about a lot of venues and things being built too, kind of currently, you know, for showcases and things like that.
Yeah.
That I know you said.
Shout out to
got-
Soulberg Studios. Okay.
What's up?
Shout out to Soulberg Studios. Shout out to Ye's. Like, I'm on Jefferson Street, right? So I work on Jefferson Street. I be on Jefferson Street all the time. And I'm always like, because I have a passion for the creative community and creative arts and just creative people in general, like, I'm trying to find outlets for people.
Yeah.
Soulberg Studios and Ye's, you know what I'm saying, been working with me so far. That's how we doing the improv comedy, right? So I'm on the board of Jump, Jefferson Street Urban Merchants Partnership. Shout out to Jump, okay? We've been around since the 90s providing and advocating for the business community. And so one of the things that we're doing is we're doing a lot of data collection. We're trying to hear from the people. We're revitalizing. We're trying to figure out, okay, what do the people need?
Yeah.
And one of those things that we're doing to figure that out is storytelling sessions. And so to kick off the storytelling sessions, we want to teach you how to tell some stories in a good way. Here comes improv comedy.
Yeah.
Shout out to people at Unscripted Improv, Third Coast Comedy Club out north. You see what I'm saying? Like stages, people, right? Unscripted Improv is working with us to provide a class. It's an hour class, and it's a hour show. So they do the show first, and they after the show is the class. And so if you come, you get to see a good improv show, and you get to learn how to do some improv. You see what I'm saying? Cool. And so it's going to be centered around storytelling and how to do that better. And for everybody that's a creative, hey, you need them skills in your pocket.
Yeah.
Right? And so we're looking to kind of continue this class improv thing where we teaching people and giving people opportunities. So I'm gonna work with Ye's, Solberg, and Improv to keep this thing going. But the first two classes, right, May 16th at Ye's and May 19th at Solberg Studios, if I'm not incorrect. You should be able to go to my IG, click on my link, find the links for the improv class, and then you'll have all the information there. And so it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be hype.
I did want to bounce in. I remember when I was getting the cut, you said you're going to start doing like a monthly kind of like jam thing, something going on in the barbershop. I wanted you to talk a little bit more about that too.
Yeah. So we have balcony socials. I don't know, like at the Odie Plaza, there's 2 floors, and there's like a balcony you walk up on the 2nd floor. So, you know, after hours, around 6:30, 7 o'clock, everybody's shutting down. We always had the music out there. So it turns into a little vibe. You know what I'm saying? We out on the balcony. We listen to some music. We hanging out. We bring out the cornhole, the spades, the dominoes. You know what I'm saying? It turns into a vibe. And so what we want to do this year with the vibe is kind of make it more intentional. And we're doing a like a 2-part balcony social. Okay. The first part is on Friday. It's a private listening session for an artist. Shout out to Quez Cantrell. You know what I'm saying? My brother Quez, he's going to be our first artist on the 29th. And so we're going to have the private listening session on the 29th. And then on 30th, he's going to come back and kick it with us on the balcony. You know what I'm saying? Play some of his music. Might get on there and freestyle. Whatever the feel. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just another platform to get somebody out there and in front of some eyes. And so, you know, our clientele through the barbershop, we have a full range. You know what I'm saying? We got state representatives that come through. You know what I'm saying? And we got little baby children. Right? You know what I'm saying? We got doctors and we got dope boys. We got everybody that comes through the barbershop. And so we want to expose, you know, our creativity to everybody. So we're going to be doing that. The first one, 29th and the 30th, and we'll have one a month. And we're currently reaching out, trying to find, you know, people to fit the situation. Yeah. Right? And so, you know, it's trying to make it a good look. For
any criteria to get into, or like what do people need to know to get in?
Hit me up. Let's have a conversation. Shea_Budda_Shad or SheaBuddaShad.com. Hit me up. Contact me. Get with me. That's SHEA Budda BUDDA Shad SHAD. Hit me up and let's have a conversation. Let's figure out how to make it work for you. If you're a creative, right? And I mean any creative. You're a poet, you a rapper, you do art, you know what I'm saying, you create food, whatever you creating and try to put out there to the people, let's have a conversation and figure out how to get it out there.
And we'll have all his links in the description
have the information
too.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, I love it, man. We're gonna have to get a little community meeting going again.
Yeah, man.
I love these kind of talks.
Oh man, we've been trying to get ciphers in there. Like we're gonna get a cipher in there. So for the spitters or the bars, we love a good high 16. What's crazy is like last Saturday a beat came on and I freestyle, my brother Rob freestyles, Teddy had a little freestyle, and I was like, man, that'd be crazy if we had like a barbershop quartet, but instead of singing, we bust flows. That'd be like, ooh, yeah, you know what it is.
Well, wait, what would we call the quartet? Wave 4?
Probably tight lines.
Tight lines.
Ooh, okay.
Tight lines.
Tight lines.
That's all we got is tight lines. That's it.
And that works like double. That works.
That works. I like it. It's a double entendre.
Bar.
Yeah.
Tight lines. I like that.
That works.
Double entendre.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Boom, boom. I gotta hear some of your beats.
Okay.
Oh, that's the business phone.
Business phone's going off over there.
Shout out
we
to
had
the business phone.
We had Terrence in here.
Yeah.
Oh, you was there yesterday, right? PSB store?
Yeah, I was at the PSV store yesterday.
Mhm.
Shout out to Terrence, man. Shout out to PSVT Simp, bro. You the man out here. The man is a legend. He's a walking legend. The amount of opportunities and things that he's provided before he ate. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before he got out there and put himself out there, he was like, yo, let me make sure everybody else eat first. Build that platform, and that's going to sustain the people. Then I'm going to come with what I got to offer. And now he's working on that, and I'm just like, bro, you a legend out here for making sure that other people ate before you did.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So now he's eating. He's putting his music out there. That jump bump, that jump slap, it ride.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's what I was going to say. We should all get together. Terrence, I know Terrence. He be on the tracks. He showed us a couple of things. Oh, yeah, by the way, if y'all haven't seen the Terrence episode, check that too. Great episode, man. Always
Very
putting
good.
Yeah, man. All that, bro, is beautiful. Another guy, like you're saying, another guy in the community, putting stuff together for, people to have opportunities.
Most definitely.
And, yeah, just more of that. Keep multiplying that. And then a bunch of people you named as well. Then last episode, Bum World. That's how we keep the episodes coming. I know you were saying something earlier about, like, having these podcasts and things for, like, people to come through. I'll tell the community right now, man, come through, man.
Come through.
We don't really have limitations or criteria like what's meant to be here on an episode, man. We've had business owners, app developers, painters.
Word.
Now we got Shea Budda Shad here, man. This guy's a man of many talents, though. I don't know what to quite call him. I'm just calling him a community artist.
Community artist. I like that.
Community artist.
I'm gonna put that in there too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, put that in there, man. Put that in there. Another title, man. But yeah, that's really all it's about. Also, I kind of wanted to talk about this is on a side note, but I know we also were talking about like history.
Yeah.
Family and lineage. And I know you had put me on game with the archive library.
Oh yeah.
Downtown.
Tennessee Archive Library.
Yes.
But you go. Everybody
Yes.
go, okay? This is the thing about the Tennessee Archive Library. I went to research my family history, okay? You start out talking to your old heads in your family. They give you some names, some places, tell you some stories, right? You take that information down to the Tennessee Archive Library, okay? My family grew up, Alexandria, Tennessee is DeKalb County. They got the deeds and everything from DeKalb County from like 1800. You know what I'm saying? From when they started recording up to now. Wow. So if your family got land in a specific place, you can at least go and see where they bought it and sold it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Also, they got Ancestry Online. Ancestry.com online for the free ski.
Man, bro, I wanted people to hear that.
Like, hear that right now. They have Ancestry.com online for free. You got to go down there. You sit at their computers. Y'all remember going to school and hitting them library databases up?
Yeah.
They taught you how to do that. You remember. Go down there and hit that database up and find them people, bro. I found one of my ancestors on a ship roll, right? Like, they take attendance for who on the ship. And I found one of my ancestors on the ship going from Virginia to New Orleans in like the 1800s. And I was just like, wow. I found an old picture from my great-great-grandfather. This man was a business owner. He's a black man being a business owner in the 1920s in Alexandria, Tennessee. All right? If anybody know where Alexandria, Tennessee is, it's a little bitty small town. There's only like 8 people there. So if you're a business owner there, you already awesome.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I found out that he did the fireworks for some of the first Tennessee State Fairs.
Wow.
He was the fireworks guy. And he owned a general store. He was the fireworks guy. And he had a car. You see what I'm saying? In 1920, I was like, oh, he was balling.
Well, he had a car in the 1920s.
In the 1920s with a stove, my great-grandfather was balling. He was Jay-Z out here.
It's like the Ford Model T. He was whipping some of the first Model Ts, bro. That's crazy.
He had to hand crank that joker, man. Back in the day, man, they was feeding their horses, bro. They was like, hey, man, you got to feed your horses to go into town.
Yeah.
Bro, he's on his paid in full, bro. He's like, bro, I got the new whip, man. I got the new whip.
He's up there cranking him like, you got to feed old Bessie, don't you? Yeah. Crazy out here, boy. You better go this new wave.
Get you that Model T, dog.
Get you that Model T, dog.
Bro, that's funny as fuck, dog, bro. Shouts out, bro. Shouts out to the ancestors, dog.
Shouts out to DeBrell Burks,
That's
man.
funny, man.
Real DeBrell Burks energy, man. I'm trying to... My middle name is Burks, and I'm one of the last people in my family to hold that name. So, like, I got the Burks lineage, and I'm like, DeBrell, DB in the building. I'm trying to, yo, if he can get the hand crank before everybody else, yo, I want like the solar powered.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it's the sun. Plug it in for
Yeah.
what,
Yeah.
B? What are you talking about? Plug it in. You know what I'm saying?
We rolling off nothing but energy over here, man.
Oh,
Pure
yeah.
energy, man.
Like, yo, I feel good in my car. That's what make it go.
Man, that's beautiful, man. Because I've actually, after having that conversation with you, I talked to, there was a couple people I talked to about it. Ashley Autumn, which, and Black Wizzle, too. He was saying he already knew a lot of that that lineage history. I feel like, as I grow, that's definitely something more I want to learn a lot more about. Like, where do I come from? And learning that, making it easier to where I'm going to go.
Indeed.
Things like that.
Indeed.
So, and learning that, which I'm sure you probably got some other ancestors and stuff, and they were doing some cool shit too. But when did you find this out, by the way?
Shoot, maybe early last year.
Early last year.
You know what I'm saying? I still got some of the documents from researching. Still got that big old family tree that I started writing out. So it was like early last year, and learning that information definitely gave me some perspective of who I was, who I was going to be.
Yeah.
To see examples of human beings who you walk around with their DNA inside you. You walk around with them in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's not be misconstrued. Their information is floating inside of you right now, giving you information. Like, your cells are built off of the DNA that you have, and their DNA is in there. So they still instructing your cells right now. So to learn the story of these human beings and how they responded to challenges and how they did things gives you a better perspective. It's almost like if you have a seed in the ground, learning about your family is the water for the seed. And when they two meet up, boom, you got fruit. And so, like, it especially the Braille Burks, you see what I'm saying? Seeing the industrious nature of him, right? This man he had many hats. He was going to go get it. He was going to figure it out, too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This wasn't a man that was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to trust these people for my livelihood, and I'm just going to roll with them and do what they say. Like, he still was like, yep, I'm going to roll with them, and I'm going to go do this, too, and I'm going to go do this, too, because I trust me and what I got to make it happen. Yeah. And so, like, that's my power now. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, SBS Waves.
I wanted to before you hold up. I gotta beat you there. I can't let you. That's what I was gonna ask. I was like, the Braille Burks.
The Braille Burks, man.
Inspiration.
All inspiration all day, bro.
So when you found that history, that was kind of like one of those things that leaned you like, okay, I saw what he was doing at this time. Let me kind of like lean in.
My man,
keep that.
He did the fireworks. So I don't know if anybody knows anything about fireworks during that time. You handmade your fireworks.
Dangerous.
They're very dangerous. Like many, pretty bombs, right? Like you pretty explosives. Yeah. Yo, my man handmade his fireworks. So he's hand mixing like I'm hand mixing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He's testing it out like I'm testing it out. He blew up something. He might be missing a pinky. I don't know. Yeah. You feel me? So it's trial and error. And so him going through that process, like, I'm going to try it out and see. Yeah. And I bet on me I'm going to get something good out of this. Yeah. And I'm not going to stop until I get it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And trusting that process and trusting in that energy is definitely something that I was like, okay, if he can do it, I can do it too. Man. You know what I'm saying? If he can hold down the whole mid-state, it's beautiful. SBS Wave can at least be in all the Walgreens in Middle Tennessee. Yeah. Like, come on.
No, it definitely can.
Yeah. I can do that. Yeah. I know I can do that. Come on, Dollar Tree. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your boy. Let's get it popping.
Definitely can. Definitely can. I want to see it in there too, man.
Most definitely. I'm working hard.
That's beautiful. Well, shit, man. I definitely wanted to have this conversation. That's why I said I wanted to talk a lot more about all this stuff in depth when we met up there, man. So I guess kind of like closing out, what are some other things coming up in the future? I know we addressed quite a few other things, but any more community meetings, gatherings, like events coming up in the future that we should know, product, whatever it may be, man, collaborations, man. Let the people know what's going on in the community, man.
Yo, the community is large Okay, it's almost like you said, it's growing really fast, and it's almost like, okay, I don't know if we can get a hold of it all, but here's a couple places to go get into the community. Stay on the Go app. Okay, app made in Nashville, Tennessee. Tell you about the events in Nashville, Tennessee.
Really?
Stay on the go.
Stay on the go.
Stay on the go. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to
Get that right
yes,
now.
Get the app. Stay on the Go app and tell you about what's going on, and you can put your events and stuff on there too. So that's like the dope. It's a two-way. You know what I'm saying? Portal. It tell people what's going on, and you can tell it what's going on, what you got going on too.
Okay.
So stay on the Go app. Shout it out.
Shea Budda Shad app.
Shea Budda Shad. Shout out to the Shea Budda Shad app. Book me. Okay, come sit in my chair. I know I got a fresh cut for you, but I bet we're going to have a conversation that leads to something more enriching in your life. You see what I'm saying? That's really my goal, my golden goose. Cutting hair is the bread and butter, but that golden egg is that conversation that we have.
Yeah.
That we can connect and grow. And okay, what you got for me, can I put you somewhere that make you grow? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I'm all about planting seeds, right? I don't want the whole tree. Maybe I can get a piece of the fruit, right? You give me 1 or 2 pieces, I get 1 or 2 pieces. You know what I'm saying? We all get to grow because I want you to sprout and grow like a tree. So stay on the Go app. Shea Budda Shad app. Okay? Book me. We talked about Soulberg Studios. They have a full range of events. They got soulful nights where they be doing jazz. They got a poetry night.
Is that are they the ones doing the Monday night jazz?
No, Monday night jazz at local distro. Shout out to the local distro. They have a lot of things going on too. They got Monday night jazz. They got a comedy open mic as well at the local distro.
We used to do the poetry nights there back then. I don't know if they're still doing that.
Yeah, I think they're still doing it. They still do. So they got programming as well. So that's another venue. These two are venues. Soulberg
off of Garland Street.
And local distro off of Garland Street. Soulberg is on Jefferson Street. What else? Keep your ear and eyes open for Jump, Jefferson Street Urban Merchant Partnership. We got a lot of things coming. I'm on the board, right? And I'm on the board of the programming committee. Like, whatever we doing, that's what we doing.
You're the man to talk to.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. I'm trying to get some programs together. All right, I'm trying to put some pieces together. Another thing I want to shout out that's doing great in the city right now is the Nashville Black Market. First Friday nights at the Farmers Market. Okay, first Friday every month. Nashville Black Market got this, like, y'all know pop-up venue events is like the new wave now. Yeah. Right? Like, yo, get your vendors in the building, have some dope music, maybe some people performing, some good food, drinks, enough for people to walk around and just mingle and hang out. Yeah. Yo, those events is going crazy. Yeah. Right? They're going crazy right now. So Nashville Black Market is one of them. A lot of dope vendors, a lot of dope stuff in there. They be having live. My homie A. was on the saxophone. My man plays saxophone. Look, he plays saxophone and rap like Anderson .Paak play drums and rap. Nice. Come on, we got some crazy creativity, dog. Like, it's crazy. Shout out to A. He performed the last one. And I was like, so you telling me I can eat my nice vegan wrap just buying my shea butter, relaxing to a little bit of jazz and rap while I sip this, you know what I'm saying, wonderful concoction that old girl made over there? It's a good time, ain't it? Don't that sound like a great time?
Sounds like a great time.
Man, so, first Fridays at the Farmers Market, the Nashville Black Market, they going up. Shouts out to them. Shouts out to this podcast. Shouts out to 28th and Jefferson podcast. Shouts out to the PSV store. Like, I'm naming things where you can find other things.
All in Nashville.
You see what I'm saying? I'm naming networks. I'm not naming individual pieces of people and things where you get 1 to 2 things. No, I'm naming whole networks where whatever you tap into, you're going to get a plethora of value. You see what I'm saying? And Nashville is all about that. We got so many of those things. Keep it going.
Bags.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good.
Man, I love y'all, man.
Man,
hey, love you too, man.
Few words off camera too, man. Definitely.
Great episode.
It was, man. This is kind of like this is what we wanted for this season here, because it was like more. I really like how you're able to give very valuable information, man, and like shit that the community can tap back into and like learn from. And like I say, that's a beautiful thing. We wanted to make this season more educational, like more executives, more businesses, more groups, nonprofits, things like that. People can like really tap into the community, man. So thank you,
man,
for coming here, man, and sharing, wise words and
Absolutely.
giving that energy back.
Most definitely.
And definitely, we want to keep more of that energy coming, man. So I'm gonna manifest that.
I'm gonna be sending some people y'all way.
Yes, definitely.
Please.
You know what I'm saying?
Please.
Some more networks.
Yes.
Please.
And
Most
a
definitely.
few words off camera, but
Yes,
we gonna cut here. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what it is, man. MC2MC, man. All we're doing is putting a spotlight on what's going on here in the community, man, and network, so we can continue to pave the way and make sure that there's opportunities for the community, man, and the city can grow and we can all come up together, man, in this beautiful renaissance that we got going on. So once again, it's your guy Superb.
Oh, Tom.
Man.
Shea Budda Shad.
Shea Budda Shad in the building.
Thank God I love you,
Mhm.
and I'm on your side. Peace.
Peace and love and blessings, y'all. Catch y'all on next week's episode, man. Peace.